What up to the Promise Life crew? Coming back with another vlog. Decided not to go live today. I'm just gonna come on here and pretty much vlog my daily progress. Coming up to the hearing. A lot of things to prepare. Guess I'm gonna have to be preparing some documents to file some motions in the court in order to get DCF to give me the reports, copies of all the reports that I've had since I've been making all the reports. I gotta prepare a list of witnesses if I have witnesses that I want to call, and it's just a lot of stuff. And basically I want to talk about, what I hope to change when it comes to Pinky's Promise Life nonprofit organization. I want to provide a place where people could come for legal representation, for legal advice, for their own tips and tricks on how to defend themselves if they pro se, just like me. I mean, I paid an attorney last year, or rather I hired an attorney last year. I want to say it was around, I would give it between July to September. I know it was definitely before September, but I want to say around July. Finally signed on with an attorney and everything, after having a consultation with him, explaining everything that was going on, what took place, and what I wanted to happen. And from that time, I kind of just left him to do his thing, because some of these attorneys, they could be picky. If you get too demanding, they move slower, or they want to drop representation, or all kind of stuff like that. But in the meantime, they done took thousands of your dollars. So I probably gave it till about August. This is how I know I had him before September, because her birthday's in September. So right around August, I started picking up the communication between the attorney and I was telling him, look, I don't have no phone call or nothing. I need you to at least get me communication with her. You need to file something in the court now to get me in communication with my child. So he asked me for all the information. What's the opposing attorney? What's the court case? All this stuff. Stuff that he should have found anyway, because I'm paying you. But now I had to give it to you in an email. And then once I gave him the attorney's name, oh, I know him. I should be able to call him and we should be able to work something out. We probably won't have to go to court to do this. Okay, cool. All I want is to be able to talk to her on the phone. Have daily communication with her, which I should have. And that's what you see on my Facebook page, the text message, where he responded to me saying, oh, I spoke with the opposing attorney, and he says his client is not opposed to any time sharing or communication. Here we are at 2022. That was 2021. But I'm paying you to get in court. And you kept saying, oh, it's going to be a long process. We got to do this, we got to do that. We got to attack this, we got to attack that. Meanwhile, you ain't even filed in the court that you represented me. So we're waiting on again. So then I started stepping up more power. Okay, what is it? You need more money? What you need? You need to get paid now? I need to pay you separately for an emergency hearing or something? Like what is it gonna take? Assured me he was gonna get something in the court. Coming up to Thanksgiving now. Nothing in the court. I think at this time probably was nothing still in there that he's even representing me. But I still don't have phone calls with my child. I still don't have visitation with my child. So just like I ain't even got no attorney. So what I'm starting to think, what I need him for? Then I got to keep arguing with you over the same thing, like we're going back to square one. And then I ask him again, is it about your money? What do you need? You need more money? What you need? Because you ain't telling me nothing. I mean, you ain't doing nothing either. But you're getting money. I'm on a payment plan. You get your money every month. We don't sign a contract. You know you're guaranteed to get your money. All the payments is on time. So by that time, now we're coming up to December. It's Christmas and New Year's. Well, I knew he was going to take out of the country. I get with him way back in November. Look, this is what he do every year. I at least want to be able to see my child for Christmas. Guess what he do? Nothing. He didn't file nothing in the court. He ain't did nothing. Now here goes another holiday. Without even talking to my child, I don't even get to call and say Merry Christmas. She can't even call me and say, hey mama, Merry Christmas. But I'm paying this attorney. Then when I look, we up over $1,000. You don't want to do nothing? You ain't filed nothing? You ain't been to the courthouse yet? Like, you can do that from your desk. You don't even have to go down there. I got to go down there. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh. And then when I start acting like I know a little about the law and challenging them and pushing them, it's, I don't want to deal with you. Because I'm making you do your job. I shouldn't have to make you do your job. I paid you to do your job. Like, I miss everything. Her birthday, because of you. Thanksgiving, because of you. Christmas, because of you. New Year's, because of you. After I miss New Year's, I send him a real long email. Tell him to give me my money back. ASAP. Drop representation. Get off my case, because you're not working for me or my child. But you're taking my money. So when a lot of people say, go get your lawyer, do you know how much that costs? And you know what the shit you got to deal with for that? That's not even worth it. I'm going to pay a lawyer $10,000 to move when the fuck he want to move. Why, people? Y'all do that. I tried it only 2 times in the 14 years we've been on this case. And the only reason I tried it in Georgia before I got down here, because I'm figuring that'll save me from having to come down here. Just one time, I'll suck it up. I'll pay somebody. I can stay up here, handle my business, come down there when it's time for court. But I got somebody filing and running around doing all. Then when you get an attorney and they know it's something with sexual allegations, they don't want to touch it. Because they don't want to do the work. But you want to quote me, your price is $15,000. What you going to do for $15,000? You're not getting no $15,000. Oh, because we got to get reports and we got to do. And 90% of the time, they ain't going to do shit. The attorney ain't going to do nothing. I got a better chance of doing it myself. So if I'm going to pay somebody all that money and be broke or not get the outcome I wanted anyway, then I'm going to do it myself. But the problem with that is the court take offense to it because now she's trying to act like she's a lawyer. No, sir, ma'am. I got to do what I got to do to represent my child, to get my child back. So that means when I come in here and come before you, I got to use some of these legal terms. I got to put on my lawyer outfit. I go and buy me a 2-piece jacket and a pants set. Nice shoes, buy me a briefcase. I'm coming in there playing the whole part. And they take offense to it. Because this is what I do to try to get my child back, to fight for my child. I can't fight for my child. I'm not entitled. Now it's got to be disrespect to the court system because now you're challenging us. You think you know more than us? No, sir, ma'am. I had to read about it. I had to learn about it. I had to research about it. I didn't go to school for my entire 4 years of doing it, but I went to school for 2 years doing the legal path when I went to college. 2 years, my first 2 years. And I changed. For the same reason I'm telling you now, I don't want no lawyer. Because a lot of stuff in that justice system that just ain't right. And my morals back then wouldn't let me deal with it then. And it ain't going to let me deal with it now. Because I'm outspoken. And I'm not going to be stepped on. You may step on me in that courtroom, but when I get out of there, I'm going to exercise this goddamn freedom of speech. Do you hear me? I'm going to speak. I ain't gonna be quiet no more. I was quiet when I was in your courtroom, but I ain't gonna be quiet no more. Now I'm gonna be talking. But they don't give you no respect, and you can go in there and say, Your Honor, and you can speak in the nicest tone. And they'll talk all over you. They'll let the other opposing attorney talk all over you. And know a lot of y'all gonna say, oh, that's why we say you should get an attorney. Didn't I just explain to you why I don't want an attorney? I just had one. Go back and look at my court case when I had another attorney. I don't even remember what his name, but he didn't do nothing either. Go and see what he filed too. I paid him $3,000 up front. One time, boop, put it on the tape, $3,000. I had to drop him. I had to drop him. So now, to me, that's a total of almost 10 grand I would have wasted on attorneys. Because they weren't going to challenge no sexual abuse. They weren't going to challenge no child abuse. Because they themselves told me, oh, the court is just going to see this as you trying to keep the child away from the father. Well, dang. That's what I thought I had got you for. Dang. I thought you was going to go in there and research and tell me and lead this battle. Dang. I thought you knew how to get in contact with all the right people and get some headway and leeway quick. I got too much common sense to be tricked like that. They ain't doing nothing for me. He ain't finna go in there and work for me. He already done told me. So why waste my time? No, what it told me is, Kia, you gotta sit down. You gotta read about this stuff. You gotta learn how to quote this law when you go in that courtroom, whether they accept it or not. You gotta learn how to gather up this evidence or subpoena this evidence or file motions to compel people to bring this evidence to the court. You gotta learn how to do all that. And if you have an option in the court to be pro se, why should you be treated any differently? The legal jargon behind it says you should be treated just like another attorney. No less than when you get in there. So why y'all treating people different? To discourage people from coming in there representing themselves. Why are you taking away their legal power? Why are you allowing an attorney to speak? If I bring up an allegation in court, the way it's supposed to go, I bring up the allegation and my proof, then he has to come back with his proof on why he didn't. And normally, it's not just words. I didn't do it, Your Honor. You can't just say, I didn't do it, Your Honor. You got to provide a little bit more proof. You didn't do it because why? Because she just had to say she made a report, and she said, your daughter said, and then all you get to say is, nah, my daughter got that from cable TV. My daughter learned about sex because her mama got satellite TV. And that's it. He ain't provide nothing on paper. He ain't provide no witnesses. That was just all to it. Why can't a pro se person go in 17th Judicial Circuit Court and represent themselves, whether it's family, civil, or criminal, and be respected? Why can't the judge say, hey, all right, we had a hearing for this, but you can't bring that up, but this is what you need to do. When you leave out of here, go file a motion, title it, blah, blah, blah. And put all your information in there. Once you do that, then I'll come back and hear the other stuff you want. But they don't say that. They shoot you down. Oh, no, we ain't here for that. We here for that. You're supposed to file a motion for this, and now you're talking about that. But they'll let the other attorney bring up whatever he want to bring up, whether it's pertaining to the title of the hearing or whether it's way off in left field. He can bring that up. And then as he bring that up and I go to say, well, Your Honor, I got a piece of paper here that says, well, we don't need to hear a piece of paper. The attorney has already spoke. We said, what? What you talking about, boo? What you talking about, boo? I get a chance to rebut. Now you going to talk over me? And then if I force her to try to keep talking, oh, we'll hold her in contempt. But see, I got family and friends who don't think it go like that in the court. You got to argue with them. Because it don't go like that. Because they say this and they say that. And the law say this and the law say that. Have you been in the courtroom with me? Because they don't have court reporters either. You have to pay for that. I tried to do that one time and even pay for it, and I got shot down. The judge didn't want it. We don't need that. It's just a quick hearing. It's frowned upon because they don't want this shit on record. How the judges is being disrespectful in there. How the judges is going against the law and not giving you a fair opportunity to represent yourself or your child. There's no record of it. So when you come out of there, there's nobody that could go behind you and say, hey, that didn't happen. It's just your word against their word when you come out. There's nothing on file, nothing on record. The judge is supposed to write notes, but hey, I don't have access to those either. I don't know what he's writing. I don't know if he's taking notes, if he's not taking notes. They write a one-sentence order, so can I trust that they're taking notes? Nah. They're getting a good check, but they ain't doing all they're supposed to do. And who there to check them? They don't have it listed in the courthouse. Who do you go to when you need to check a judge? So this is what I want to bring awareness about with my Pinky Promise life. Y'all need to know this, man. Y'all need to know this for somebody. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's just somebody on the internet you scrolling by and you can't, like, people come across my video. They hitting me up. They coming on Facebook. I'm getting all type of friends. Hey, I came across your video on YouTube. It's gaining traction, man. It's gaining traction. Because like I said, I'm not the only one. I'm a hard-working mama. Y'all know that. Y'all are witness to that. I'm a hard-working mama. This happens to people who out here strung out on drugs, neglecting their kids. You can see they neglecting the kids. This ain't for somebody who go to work every day, a hard-working 9 to 5. Don't work for state agencies. Don't work for herself, 1099 status. Been in IT 20 years, 2 degrees. Still to sign up and go back to college and get another degree if I feel like it. There's somebody who don't have no criminal record. Who don't have no child abuse charges. And all I said, all I asked for, while I fix this case and file the motion to relocate with my child that I need to file in the court. That's what's needed. Bottom line. But for me, while that's happening, the only thing I ask, the opposing attorney, the daddy, whoever will listen, I just want to be able to talk to my child every day. And when I do come in town, for the little bit of time that I'm in town, because I still live in Georgia, I don't want to move back here. This is a hellhole state. Y'all ain't going to get nowhere down here. Nowhere. And everywhere ain't for everybody, so I don't think you need to move where I move, but Florida ain't for me. I don't want to be here. Not to be with my family. Not for my friends. My peace of mind is way more important now. When I'm in Georgia, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I come home carefree in the world. My 2 kids right there, that was it. I didn't look for no more, no less. I ain't got to beat nobody club door down. I ain't got to beat nobody restaurant down if I don't want to. I could cook. I play my own music at my house. Go get me a bottle if I feel like I want a bottle. And if I had a few friends over, I want a few friends over. We dance, laugh, joke, whatever. I don't got to make nobody else rich. Coming home from work to a happy home was all I ever needed and wanted. That's it. If I walk through that door with my 2 kids there, with the exception of my son, because he's basically grown, and one day he gonna get married, he gonna have some kids, and he gonna go get a place of his own, and he might want to move. He might not see what I see, where I'm staying, and he might want to go stay somewhere else, and that's fine. I want him to be happy too. My happiness is not his happiness. His happiness is a different happiness because we're different people. Sometimes people in the world always act like everybody got to do this, be the same and do things the same. Like the handful of people that's coming at me because I keep making live and I'm putting the information out here. I don't understand why you would do that. I don't understand. It's not for you to understand then. That's okay. I said it. Keep scrolling. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to make any more videos addressing it. I'm going to go on with my mission because I had a vision when I got provoked to start this. And that's what I'm saying. It was a provocation. Because her daddy doing this, the court doing this, the police doing this, DCF doing this, CPS doing it. Anybody else who's joining in with her daddy. Ashley McKenzie doing it. Karen McKenzie doing it. Garfield Crooks did it. Allegedly. Y'all know I throw that in there. I gotta go. But nobody looked into nothing. So I gotta take it here. I gotta bring awareness. Because I know my situation is gonna get fixed. I know my situation gonna work out. But I don't want nobody else to have to go through this. Because they may not be as strong as I am. They may result to suicide. They may result to mass killings or violence. We don't want that. It shouldn't have to go to that. But it's because all the regular people in the world are not consciously aware of what's going on, what's happening. Y'all too quick to say, oh, that didn't happen. Then do it. Quit telling people that. That's not your story. That wasn't your experience. You didn't live it. Quit telling people that. And you don't know what they're going through if you didn't go through it. Just show your sympathy. Leave that out. A lot of people like to say, oh, I know what you're going through. I'm thinking, your child got took away from you? You had the police knock on your door 5 o'clock in the morning and you cross-eyed and half asleep like, what would they be here for? I ain't got no record. My son ain't got no record. You went through that? Stop saying that. Society learns a lot of blanket statements, and that's what they are. The blanket and the backwards communication is the worst. The worst. Because it ain't happened to me, I put a blanket on it. She don't know what she's talking about. She going crazy. All she want to do is get on that camera and talk about them people. She going crazy. Ain't nobody going crazy. Go back to the job I had at State of Florida. Ask them then if I was going crazy, because that's when I was really going through it. I ain't had not one person at that time tell me I was crazy because they didn't know what I was going through. But now I'm crazy because I talk about it? Nah. Stop doing that, society. Stop doing it. You know what discernment is? It's just listening. You may not agree with it. You may not like it. Keep listening. You might catch something. Just like that person caught something that went in my inbox on Facebook. They caught something in my video. Something that was said. Something that may be being done. They caught it. So I ain't talking crazy. And nobody gonna convince me I'm crazy. I'm talking crazy. I'm crazy for wanting to defend my child. I'm crazy for wanting to represent myself. I'm crazy. Crazy. That's the chance I'll take. Why? Because at the end of the day, she old enough to say where she want to be at, who she want to live with. And number 2, she about to age out the system. Who is he going to take to court after 16 or 18 years of age? Because my daughter already has a plan. That's how smart she is. And I didn't give her this plan. This plan was told to me when I got down here. She already researched a lot. Where she got that from? She see her mama doing it. She researched a lot and told me she gonna file for emancipation from her daddy at 16. How you know that, baby? I know you can file it. What? That girl smart, man. That girl smart. And he messing up his relationship with his daughter. You'll never get that back. You'll never get that back. And this is why I'm documenting it too, so she could always point his ass back to these videos. She got to deal with him talking about me on a daily basis. The last time we went through something like that where he was coming into court, telling the court I was saying this and saying that, you know what they did? They ordered us to go to parenting classes. Waste of time. We went. I went and did mine right away. He took his time doing his. I think it took him about 6 months to put his certificate in the court. And that was fine by 17th Judicial Circuit Court. But you ordered us to go do it. If I had took my time, I probably would have been held in contempt. But he had an attorney. He could take his time. He took his time putting that certificate in. You don't believe me? Go in there and dig in the case. Because look, I ain't here to provide it for you. I'm just going to tell you about it. You can go and fact check anything I'm saying. Fact me. Check me. He took his time. But what did that do? So 17 Judicial Circuit Court, we wasted money going to parenting classes. Because in 2022, he don't let me see the child. He don't let me talk to the child. I'm not involved in her life. All this stuff parenting class tell you do not do. Because they said you are going to regret it when the child gets older. The parent who is going out of their way to do that, you will be the parent that the child does not choose when they grow up. That's in parenting class. 17th Judicial Court ordered us to take that because he complained. The mama this, the mama that, the mama this. See, he could just say whatever and they eat it up. I can rebut to it, but she thinks she's a lawyer. She ain't coming in here disrespecting our court, speaking to me like she's an attorney. Don't ever think you're up here on my status. Your Honor, that's not what it's about. You missed the assignment, baby. I don't want to be in your position. I walked away from that and chose business administration. Till I got on that path and I came across a professor. And he was right to a sense. But ever since I've been young, I ain't been down with all that. If you talk negative against me, then don't talk to me no more. If you start telling me what I ain't gonna be and what I am gonna be, like you, the man up there, even as a young child, I ain't like that. I'm done. I'm gone. You don't call nothing on my life. You don't tell me what I'm gonna be. You don't tell me where I'm going in life. But because he saw this, when I came my track in business administration, and I was loving it, I was acing. I was like, yeah, this is it. I picked the right one now. And I got out of that criminal justice, man. Whew, I'm done with that, because man. But anyway, he saw me, he said, young lady, I'm going to tell you, you picked the wrong field. I'm thinking, looking at him like, nigga, you don't even know me. I just came in your class, man. What you talking about? He said, you see that gold too? He said, ain't nobody gonna let you run a company with that in your mouth. Why you put that in your mouth? And I got real close to him and I remember it. Because see, I'm always the person that go against the grain. I said, sir, that's the exact reason I put it in my mouth. Because where I come from is people that got a whole bunch of these. We call it a wall to wall. And they get told that all the time. And I'm here to ask you, how is it different from an earring in my ear, piercing in my nose, piercing in my lip, tattoo on my skin, or just the type of clothes I decide to put on? Some people wear skimpy clothes, showing everything. Some people cover up and they're conservative. Some people wear long skirts down to their feet. Why would it matter? What difference is that? This. I still speak the same. I still have the same knowledge that I came here to learn for business administration. But because you see this when I walk into the room, you're going to tell me in a business meeting, don't speak to you? And that's not discrimination. He said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. They're going to discriminate against you. And you think they haven't already in life? What's be the difference? What level of discrimination could they go to because I got a gold tooth that they haven't already gone to because I'm discolored? See, I'm one of them type of people. Like, you ain't gonna win with me because I got the common sense. Sometimes I got too much of it. I ain't gonna lie. I got too much common sense. But that ain't gonna scare me from going down this path. And to that professor, let me say this, and I ain't bragging. I keep saying I've been in IT 20 years. And if y'all know IT and IT, they say you need a lot of certification. You need to be certified in this, certified in that, certification for this. I've never had one, not even an A+. Never. Never. Now job. And apply for jobs where they ask for it in the description. Because if I'm going to put my resume on there for your job, I read your description. I know all those things that's on there. I don't need a certification to show you that I know those things that are on there. Call me into your interview. Ask me whatever questions you want pertaining to that. And give me a test. Tell me to do blah, 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 blah. If I can't do it, don't hire me. I always won. And I go on there, you got people that's got 25 certs, 10 certs, this cert, that cert. And they'll talk to me good up until the day they get real acquainted with me and find out she ain't got none. Now I'm beneath them. But they've been coming to me all along. Hey, Kia, can I ask you a question? Hey, Kia, I was wondering if you know about, hey, Kia. And every time I was, sure. Yeah, I know about it. Do this and do that and do this. Yeah, no problem, man. You want me to come help you? Then it turns. Dun, 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 dun. Because like, oh, she can't get promotions over me then because she don't have any certification. Yes, I can, because you always come to me and ask me to do your job, but you got 20 certifications. And then when I say it like that to my manager, it makes them feel bad because, like, now I can't cover for him no more. Yeah, because he's staying in my face asking me everything, and I'm just willing to help. But all the while, I'm helping them get ahead. And it didn't matter to me because I already know what I got up here. You can't take that away, and I've always told my kids this. It's one thing. People could take everything away from you in life. All your material possessions, all your money, your pride, your self-esteem, if you let them. But there's one thing they ain't figured out how to take, and they can't take yet. That's the knowledge you got in here. Can't nobody take it away. That's like locked in a prison. You guard this. This your temple. That's why I tell my kids, this your temple. Don't nobody know what's up in here. That's the good thing. They could look at you. They could see you ugly. See you having a bad hair day. Your tooth missing. Your skin ashen. Your bald head. But they can't see what you thinking and what you got in here. They can't say, man, I know she know about so-and-so. See it right there? Look at it on the side of her head. See it say? They can't ever see. They always have to ask you. And trust that you're telling them what they want to know. Ain't that power? Keep your power. The second thing I always told my kids, which is why I got to stand up like I'm standing up now, is speak to be heard. Especially when you know you're right. Stand up straight. Put your chest out. Speak from your gut. And you say it. If you tell the truth, you say it. Don't beat around the bush, you say it. Somebody wronged you, you point them out. You go right to them, you stand in their face, you take your power. Speak to be heard. So with Pinky's Promise Life, we're going to be heard one way or another. We're not coming to disrespect the judicial system. We're not coming to disrespect police officers, even though I said that in my live. I said that because of the emotions that I'm experiencing. Fuck the police. And there's a legal way to fuck the police. I'm not saying go out and bring any violence against the police, because yes, there are some good cops. And there are some bad ones. But there are a lot of them that don't follow the law because they don't think us citizens know the law. So they just tell us any old thing because they go off, we going to respect what they say because we scared of the police. It's not about being scared. But don't disrespect my rights. Don't overtalk me. I know a lot of them think and feel because they look at me. The court, the judges, people on the street, his neighbors. Oh, she young, she young. She young, that's why she young. Baby, I'm not young. I look young. I'm 49. Y'all are going to respect me as that. If I choose to curse, I'm grown. I'm not 20-something. You can't order me to do everything like I'm just a 20-year-old out here who haven't lived life and don't have a life together. I'm past that. My life is all the way together. My head is all the way together. My mental is all the way together. I have to. For July 12th, I have to. For Pinky's Promise life, I have to. For other kids out there in the world. Because why? It bothers my child. Every year of my child's life since she's been going to school, she's always been a tutor and a helper in the classroom, whether the teacher wanted her to or not. Because in her eyes, her heart, no child is going to fail if you're in her class. You're not. And that's how she gained a lot of friends throughout school. Because the kids know they can come and ask Keandra. Keandra, no. Keandra smart. Keandra gonna help you. And she's not afraid of you getting ahead of her. Because she already been taught. You can't get ahead of her. How can you get ahead of her? She got her own head. You got your own head. It's two different heads. If you came out the door and everybody had on the same thing you got on, you look, they got on a white t-shirt and I got on red and white shorts and they got on the same red and white shorts like you. I got on red socks and white shoes. Everything to the T was the same from the haircut. And you looked and you looked like, if everybody you looked at looked like that, what would y'all think? You think somebody following you, somebody spying on you, you will feel eerie. That's why we different, people. Dare to be different. I taught my kids that too. Don't be the same because your friends did this. So what? Be the friend that have enough sense to say, hey man, I don't know about that. I'm all for having fun, but I don't know how much fun that's going to be. There ain't going to be no fun in the end. Be that friend. Be that friend to say, hey, I don't think we should try that drug. You know, my mom told me, and I don't see people where I stay, they be on that drug, and man, I don't want to look like that. Be that friend. Be different. Be a different friend. So I say this to say that. And I appreciate everybody that's coming on here, giving the pages support. I really want to bring this initiative to the world. I really want to make a change. Broward County, Clayton County, where I live in Georgia, Henry County, wherever it is, wherever, I want people to know that even though Pinky's Promise Life is founded and originating in Georgia, you can contact me from everywhere. I want a legal team that spans out across every state. I want people that's on that legal team that's here for helping the kids. That's here for saving the kids. That's here to give these kids a voice. Every child knows the real. Even if their parents are on drugs, they know. My mom on drugs, but I still want to be here to help my mom. Give that kid a voice. Get that kid, get a front row seat to that child's life. Because that 5 minutes that y'all have in the courtroom to decide, it ain't enough. And y'all need to be stopped from doing it. Because you ain't did nothing thoroughly. And you ain't did nothing in the well-being of the child. Stop it. Stop it. It's not your child. Stop it. That child don't have your blood. Stop it. Call people forward just like you're doing a criminal case. Make it a whole trial before you make a decision. An overnight decision on a child's life. They could hurt them for the rest of their life. They could put them in harm's way. You could be getting them right to the very pedophile that's been abusing them. Stop it. Stop it, I say. And that's going to have to start with us. Again, the each one, teach one, to reach one. I didn't start it, but I'm on it. And I pray that y'all keep walking with me. The video I'm about to upload today is of the officer giving me the card for the police report of the so-called trespassing warning they gave me for coming to his house. And he was verbally telling me that I would be arrested if I go back over there, which is why I went back over there and went on live. But for some reason, like I'm encountering, I put on my Facebook page, my videos and stuff is just, weird stuff is happening. So that video don't have no sound. So I'm explaining it now. The next one they go up, I'm going to try to attach it to this one, but I got to get it in the video editor. No sound, but you'll see. I moved my car in the road, as they said, with my child in it. You couldn't hear the sound on it, but that's what it was. They didn't write me a ticket for being in the road that night, so obviously that's what they told me to be. But he came and handed me a card for the trespasser. So stay tuned for that one tonight, and hopefully I can get the other ones uploaded tonight too. But like I said, I'm having to watch them and see which ones has music so that I can go back in and edit them. So that's holding that up, and then I find an editor, and then there's problems with the editor, and so bear with me. But until then, I'm gonna vlog every day. You know, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So if you want to follow the story, go on YouTube. I'm trying not to send y'all 20 different places. So from now on, it's gonna be on the YouTube, because that's where it's under. Pinky's Promis Life. That's gonna be the name of the organization. I want to stop the confusion and work off of one name. Right now, I'm not creating a Instagram page for it. I'm strictly gonna keep the YouTube, because I'm just gonna vlog, you know. And I'm looking for people to reach out that way. As I get people reaching out, if you know people that's in the legal field that, you know, may have a love for kids or may want to help in some type of way. Again, this is non-profit, so we got to start from the bottom up. So it ain't no get rich for nobody until we can get down the foundation. And how everything gonna go, and the rules and regulations and all this stuff, what services we're gonna provide, you know. And that's what I'm looking for from y'all. Tell me, you know, anybody got suggestions of what services, what you think we should offer the people. Comment down below. Here's a team effort. I can't think of it all on my own. That's another reason why I brought it to the internet. I need everybody help. I need everybody to be a part of promising kids a better life. And that's what Pinky's Promise Life is going to be about. Because before Pinky went with her daddy, y'all see what her life was. She had a promised life. And that's what we want for every kid. So until next time, I thank y'all. And I love y'all. And Pinky thinks y'all. And Pinky loves y'all. She gets so excited when she's on these lives. When we go live from over there, she gets so excited to see my friends behind me and supporting me. So I'm going to tell you, if it ain't nothing for her, but for her mental welfare, stay involved, stay in touch, and stay updated. Thank you.